walking. Celsius. Trying to get some energy. Let's get this walk in. Let's get this walk in, y'all. Ooh, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Let's walk, y'all. It's humid, but the sun isn't out. Hey, Mata. Hey, how you doing? Happy hump day. I'm out walking. Trying to get some steps in. Hey, Jay. Hey, Jay. What you doing? Y'all working? Hey, call me, darling. Y'all, I'm out walking, trying to get some steps in. I didn't feel like it, so I had to pull out my Celsius. I try not to drink these a lot, but I needed it this morning. So I'm walking. You working? Yeah. Today is the first day I don't have a bunch of meetings on my schedule, so I block my schedule off so I can come outside and walk. If that ain't no African American shit. Child. I said, let me come walk before it rains. It look like it's gonna rain here, but I don't know. Child, yeah, I block my schedule off. I have to have self-care. Y'all, you gotta put yourself first. I gotta make sure I get my steps in. I gotta make sure that my blood is going right. I gotta walk. Y'all, you gotta move. When you get this age, you gotta keep moving. You cannot stop moving. I'm telling y'all, when you get in your 50s, you gotta keep moving. You gotta keep that blood flowing, that heart rate, right? You gotta keep moving. You can't stop. You really can't. My ex-mother-in-law, she in her 80s and she still walks. So you can't stop. So, but I wanted to come out here. Look, y'all. I be wanna get on the phone and call y'all. Y'all know how you have your good girlfriends and you be wanting to get on the phone and call them when you have something to tell them. Okay. Yeah, call me, darling. Just get up, if it's 10 or 15 minutes. But I usually do like 2 miles around here. And then I'm back in the house. And then I try to up on my protein. Because you know the older you get, the more protein you need. But yeah, look, this is what I had to tell y'all. One of my millennial young ladies sent me something on TikTok. About this man went out on a date and he took this girl to Fridays. I didn't even know Fridays was still open. I don't even think they open around here. But he took her to Fridays. She ordered off the menu. He asked her what she was gonna get. She told him what she ordered when the lady came. He told her, you tell me first what you gonna get, so I know if I have enough money for it. You just don't be ordering stuff. Y'all, can you imagine going out on a date with somebody? And you know, I had went out on a date and men say, what you gonna get? Have y'all been out on a date and a man say, what you gonna get? They ask you first, what you gonna get? Yeah, sometimes, well, what you gonna order? Well, she ordered the wrong thing, and I guess it wasn't in his budget. And he went slap off on the lady. I said, oh my goodness. I said, oh no. I said, I gotta tell my girl this. So yeah, I have been out on a date, and he asked what you gonna get or what you want or something like that. But it wasn't like, at least I didn't think it was like it may be too much or you can't get that. I don't know. I didn't take it like that. But I was like, no, he did not. And so they were sitting there arguing. You don't order that. You don't know how much money I got. You don't know if that's in my budget. And y'all know the thing now, what the old men saying on the date now, what the old men saying with they ED having ass, is that we just want a meal. We just get on the date naps for the meals. Good morning, woman of wealth. We just get on the date naps. They saying all the women just get on the date naps just to get a meal. And then we using them for their meal. And I was like, what? Where did that come from? Yes. Well, that's what they saying. They saying we on the date naps just to get a free meal. I said, wait till I tell my girls this. Fridays, yes. Yes. Yeah. They say we on there to get a free meal, and and we trying to use them. Nigga, I can take myself out for something to eat. Come on now. They doing everything what they should do to date us and to court us. They coming up with every kind of excuse, y'all. Yep, he took her to Fridays. And they was arguing about what she got. And he told her she should have asked him first before she ordered. And she did leave. She cussed his ass out and left. I said, Lord, this dating stuff, y'all, is a lot. Let me see what y'all saying. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm convinced her storage. Yes. Yeah. 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 I said, I know doggone well he didn't take that lady out to TJ to Fridays. Y'all, and here's the thing. They have standards. Men have standards. I don't care what they say. They have standards. And as women, we need to have standards too. If I take the time to get dressed, get myself together to go out on a date with you, I'm definitely not going no damn Fridays. I'm definitely not doing that. But yeah, they fell out about that. They fell out about the TGI Fridays. Yep. So I don't know, y'all. And it's not just Gen X women that's complaining about dating. It's millennials too. These men, and don't get me wrong, it's some good men because I'm seeing people get married on TikTok now. I'm seeing Gen X women. As a matter of fact, I just saw 2 this week. So people getting married. You just gotta go through the trash to get a good one. Yeah. Y'all a mess. Y'all, since y'all talking about now, y'all see Sonya? Y'all see how thick she ain't got? Y'all see her in them jean shorts and that halter top? Y'all don't play with her. Look, she set that thing out like that. she leaned up on that counter like that. She wanted y'all to see that thing was sitting up on 4 fours. Y'all, did y'all see her? Y'all saw Sonya in her Eddie Bauer? Manny and put her ponytail in her hair. The girls doing it. It's a hot girl summer. It's a hot girl summer. Oh, y'all. I am not fooling with y'all this morning. I am not fooling with y'all this morning. Good morning. Yeah, she does call me darling. Jay, you missed the video? She does call me darling. She's starting to look a little bit better. Yeah, she does. I say, look at thick. Jay, you missed it. Yeah, she came back to Atlanta to try to get the baby. She looking for the baby. She missing that baby. She should have never took that baby back. So she back here trying to get hold of that baby. And she said the baby look bad. Did y'all watch it? And Manny not her friend. They be throwing shade. Manny said, she said, skinny. But you need to put a girl on the whole all that sag. And you know when we get old, all that sag. I said, that bitch. Yeah. Yes. Exactly, y'all. I was like, look at her. Little mama ain't got thick on us. And baby, she knows she thick because she kind of threw that hip out. She's not bad. No, she's a very attractive woman. Remember her husband? Okay. Yeah. So Dallas did a makeover on Manny Fresh and put that ponytail in her hair. She looked cute. She did. She spoofed herself up. She looked good. She really did. She looked nice. Y'all, what's she gonna do with the baby? She gonna keep the baby in the Eddie Bauer? What's she gonna do with that baby? Yeah, Jay. Manny put a video up on her page last weekend. Sonya was here in the Eddie Bauer buyer, and she did a video. She did a tour. And Manny was going out through that lady RV, opening up her drawers. Did y'all see her? She was going through that lady RV. She was opening up all her drawers. And I was like, girl, get out of that lady stuff. But yeah, she here. She here. And then they started going back and forth with V. Lenore. And I was just like, but you know, V. Lenore was giving them hell. V. Lenore, you know, V. Lenore cussed their ass out. V. Lenore ain't to be played with. Okay? V. Lenore ain't to be played with. So now they ain't teamed up against V, calling her all kind of names. It's just, y'all, we all got a past. We and all did something in our past we ain't proud of. Okay? So bringing up the past and what we did at this age, I mean, it don't even, shit, when you get in your late 50s, 60s, hell, you ain't been through some shit, you ain't done some shit. So it really don't matter. But they was bringing up what V did and just doing a lot of talking. And then V had a rebuttal. Let's see, I think that baby. Okay, better chances. I do too. I think the baby, I want her to get the baby back. And she missed the baby. She said the baby is her god baby. So I hope she get the baby back too. I really do. I hope she get the baby back. I hope she looking for the baby. She missed the baby. And then she talking about, if I could just find somebody that just would let me keep their kids, let me keep their baby. Who gonna let you keep their baby, Sonya? It's like she just needs something to attach on to and something to need her and for her to need it. It's like, girl, you hopeless. And that little RV, it's so tight in there. Y'all see that bed? How she got to get her little ass up on that step ladder? Talking about her stairs. Girl, I would die claustrophobic in that RV. I would die. But she hiked her little bit of ass up there on that bed, though. She little. And then anytime she gonna get her one. Say, girl, your big old wide ass in that little bitty space, you'll be so uncomfortable. That space is not for permanent living. That's like temporary when you traveling. She got a shit bag. She got the dump out. Who doing all that in their 50s? Who dumping shit in their 50s? Girl. You living in there and you continuously gotta dump your piss and your shit out every day? Every day, y'all? Yes. I'm like, girl, who doing that? I'm like, yeah, I got a black bag. I order these bags off Amazon and I poop in them and pee in them and then I take them out every day. What? Girl, if you don't go get you an apartment like LJ and Ori, y'all, I love L. If y'all don't watch LJ and Ori on YouTube, follow them. She's 54 and it's her and her dog. She has an RV too, but she also smart enough to know that she can't stand that RV all the time, and she has rented her a beautiful apartment, okay, with her and her dog. I love her and that dog. That dog like a little old man, but she has one too, and she has went and gotten her an apartment, and that's what Sonya need to do. Yes, throwing the bags. Yeah, call me darling. What she do with the bags? Y'all, what does she do with the bag? Where she dump the poop at? Yeah, she don't need that baby. Y'all, I see something wrong with that lady. But she was standing in that RV in her Eddie Bow, and he go, man, it's new. Yeah, it's new. Oh, baby, she was just going all in the girl refrigerator, getting her juice. I'm like, girl, if you don't sit your ass down, acting like you ain't never had nothing and seen nothing, you too old for that. You 58 years old. Act like you ain't been to some places and seen some things. But yeah, y'all, I tell you, that RV life, I couldn't do it at this age. I'm like, where's that girl pumping that mess at? Where is she pumping it at? Slinging it out the window, you better. Yes, Jay, that's what I'm saying. Where's she putting it at, y'all? And then she said it's about 80,000. She paid about 80,000. She said, I forgot how much she said she spent a month on everything. I don't care. That is temporary living. That is not to be stayed in all the time. That's temporary living. And LJ realized that. She got an apartment. She got a nice up. She went and got her apartment for her and her dog to live in when they off the road. I don't know, y'all. But I just wanted to jump on here and say hey to y'all while I took my walk. I'm going to do another video. Somebody asked me to do a video on the TJ Maxx high-end skincare products. So I'm gonna record a video on that probably this week or next week. But y'all, I tell you, I don't know. I just think when you get a certain age, you gotta be a little bit more wiser, you know, about your lifestyle. I know that, you know, come retirement, we want to do something different. Now, I'm gonna talk to y'all about this, then I gotta go, because y'all know I gotta go back here and work. I was on YouTube, right? And I saw this couple. They was about our age. The man was 60, and I think the woman was in her 50s. They lived in LA. They met on Bumble. She is black and Vietnamese, and he black. They met on Bumble. They dated, and they had talked about living abroad. So they both retired. So they moved to Vietnam. And when I tell you the house they got over there in Vietnam, it's like you live in Atlanta, it look like a house in Buckhead. Total living expenses a month is $800. They retired over in Vietnam. I said, ooh. I said, now going living abroad on retirement and you can live like that? They said you can ball over in Vietnam for $1,500 a month. But then I thought about they in Dong Nong or Dong Bong or somewhere like that. Y'all, I don't know. It started with a DA. But I was like, Vietnam. But y'all, don't they have them bad water slides, that bad typhoon or something over there in Vietnam? Okay, Jay. Y'all let me know would y'all live abroad. Okay, call me darling. But yeah, now that's something in retirement I would think about. Moving out of the country and living abroad. You know, living cheap like that. But living in a damn RV? Hell no. Especially by myself. That's why LJ came off of the road like that, because people were fucking with her when she would go to different campsites and different places to park her RV. People would mess with her because she was a black woman by herself. So doing what Sonia doing, no. But living abroad, going to another country and living in retirement, that's an option. But I don't know, y'all. But I'll talk to y'all later. I'm getting ready to go back in here and take me a shower. Put me a little sundress on. Y'all know, put me a little sundress on. Because I'll probably go out. I did a solo date yesterday. Jay, I forgot to call you. I forgot to call you. I went to the movies and went to Yard House. Brad Pitt got a movie out. It was pretty good with his fine self, y'all. Brad Pitt is fine. I know him and Jolie fell out, but Brad Pitt is fine, y'all. Brad Pitt is a nice looking white man. But I'm gonna go out today. I'm going back to TJ Maxx today and see what kind of high-end face products they got today. And I'll let y'all know. I'm gonna do the video. I'm gonna go buy some more stuff because I'm out of a lot of stuff. And then I'll do the video so y'all can see. See, I don't speak the language and I haven't checked it. Okay. Okay, it was called Dog. It's a racing car movie, but it has Brad Pitt in it. It's good, y'all. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. So I did that yesterday. But yeah, we outside. I was like, look at me. Boy, I seen Call Me Darling and Jay. Y'all fly as hell. I say, my sisters, y'all be fly. Y'all fly and fine. I was like, ooh, we out here living our best life, y'all. We ain't worried about nobody bald-headed son. All right, y'all, let me go on in here and do what he do. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.